What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm B-Man X45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a quick update for the regional format. I just played in the Core TCG Regionals this Saturday, October 21st. This won't probably be going up for a couple days, but I'm going to be kind of doing an update of how I did, how my deck profile did, and what I placed and stuff like that. So we're going to get into it here. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, we're going to get into it. So I played ShineGreymon at the local Core TCG online regionals. I came in the top 128, placed 106. Probably my best placing ever so far. I was hoping to do a little bit better. I was hoping to get top 64, but you know, I get extra prizing, so that's pretty good. So I placed my record was 4, 1, and 3. So 4 wins, 1 tie, and 3 losses. I felt like I would have been able to place in a little bit higher. I know my friend got 5 and 3 and placed in 86th, and I had a better start than he did, so I might have placed better point wise. So I won my first 3 matches against a mirror match, against a Shine mirror match. I won against gosh, it's hard to remember now. Everything's such a blur. Shine mirror match. I'm trying to remember my other 2 matchups. I know I lost. I know what I lost to. I lost to Hunters in game 3. Won game 1. Lost game 2. Actually, no. Sorry, other way around. I won game 2. Lost game 1. It was my first time playing, so I didn't know what I was doing. Third game, we only had 10 minutes left due to a judge ruling, and we didn't get a time extension. So we kind of fast played it, but I think he had it regardless. He just had a really good hand. I had an okay hand. I just needed a little bit more support in the form of a few pieces. So he was able to just kind of wipe me out before we got into time. And then after, so after that we had round 5. Round 5 I lost as well. I went against MetalGreymon X, the raid black BT12 Greymon, black red BT12 Greymon, and the deck really didn't care what I was doing. It would just raise its guy in the stack and then put him out. I delete him and it would raise another guy in the stack. And then basically once it had a bunch of its tamers on board, like Cool Boys, the Tai Kamiya that gives you Sec +1 and your memory tamer, and the new black tie from the star deck. Once he had a bunch of those on the board, he would just bring out his guy as a level 4 and just go ham. Start playing X-Antibody cards, start drawing a ton of memory, going from 3 to 6, and then playing out his raid guy and just trashing my entire plan basically, and just going for game in one shot. So the deck, it does not exactly what my opponent says. The deck doesn't care about what your opponent's doing. It just cares what you're doing. So I mean, it doesn't really interact. It just wins. So unfortunately, for my case, I wasn't able to, get around that. I think I needed a little bit more steam. I could have, to try and push through and win in one turn. So unfortunately, I got 2-0'd against that. Both times though, I hit a Hades Force in security off one of my first securities. So that really put me back. So basically both games I had to build 2 stacks, and that was very detrimental, especially when I was doing a good job at DP reducing his monsters that he did put on the field so that he couldn't gain any extra advantage off of them. So again, unfortunate, but it's the way it is. And then round 6, I think was, round 6, I had a tie against Royal Knights. In time, it was slow game. I would have won game 3. I was in a really good position game 3 had we not gone into time and overtime. So that was unfortunate. Again, some people just slow play, and that's an unfortunate part of the game. And you kind of don't want to be mean. You want to be like, oh, speed up, but whatever. And then round 7 was a loss. And round 8 I won against Blue Flare. Kind of just killed him. Round 7, my round 7 loss was to SecCon. It was my first time playing Security Control, and I hated it. I completely hated it. I hate Security Control. Security Control, go die. It's just a toxic matchup. You just can't do anything. Your opponent just plays, gives you 12 memory, gives you 10 memory, you don't care. Both games he Death X'd, 2 Death X in his deck, and both games he had Death X as soon as I put my guy on the board. And I was doing a good job putting him to 1, not giving any more memory than he possibly needed. Meant absolutely nothing. The deck doesn't care at all. It's nuts. It's crazy. And it's just kind of annoying. Yeah, and then because I can't remember my other wins other than the ShineGreymon mirror match. Is interesting. I can't remember a couple of my first games. They were good. They were really good games. Really good games. But I'm just drawing one heck of a blank. I know I didn't play any green decks or any other blue decks. It was Shine Gray. Yeah, no, it's can't even think of it right now. But yeah, I was really excited because I had never won 3 straight games in a row, so it was really cool. I was hoping to do better. I was hoping to do 5 or 6 wins. Would have been really cool. Like I said, one of my ties probably should have been a win, so then I would have been 5-3. So then if I would have done better on another game, I could have potentially have had a 6-2 record, which would have been really nice. I'm really loving the deck the way it is. It's perfect for these guys. 3 of these guys, I thought I would be scared of him at 3, but he comes up often enough that that's okay. And then, this guy's good at 2. I like that. The Agumon X-Antibody came up a couple times where it was really good. I might have put a tamer or 2 under the deck, but at that point I had already had a couple targets in my hand, so I didn't feel bad about it. The Kudamon was cool. I did like the extra search power. I don't know if I'd play more than one. It's nice, but it's hard to Digivolve on, especially if you have to put it in your stack because you don't have another level 3. It's really hard to Digivolve on. You definitely want to on-play it. The nice thing is if you have a Marcus on board, you have a Greymon card on board, you can still Digivolve on top of that card when the Marcus attacks, because it doesn't specify it having to be an Agumon. You just have to have an Agumon or a Greymon on the field to pay the memory to get Marcus be a Digimon at the beginning of the turn. Which doesn't even really matter, because if you have this guy, you can just make him a Digimon. So this is perfect. 3 of that's really good. You only really want to see this at the beginning of the game, especially if you have a tamer in hand. You need 4 of this. Of course, when this dies, these are probably both going to 4, and then you can place other stuff because this has been limited. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy Geo Gray. I do love the Rise. You want to see this guy. This guy's all right at 2. And then I do really like the X-Antibody because it does give you the ability to play your TKs for free, as well as your other tamers. But it's just really good, and I do want to see it. I want to see that consistency card, potentially getting me 2 tamers if I have the Rise Gray from BT13. And I honestly don't like this guy. This guy's not that great. I mean, yeah, he gives you a memory, but he's just not that great. So I would definitely think 2 is a good number of him, because this guy gets you a little bit more value, which is really, really good. Yeah, just huge. And I really, really enjoy playing him. The 1 cost, and the nice thing is you can attack Digivolve for free with Marcus, so you don't have to pay the 4. So if you're doing things intelligently and you're playing things out, and as long as you're not bricking real hard, you can play him for free, so you don't care about the 4 cost. And then 3 of these guys is a perfect number. Really liked it. I like this right here. I don't like this guy at 2. I mean, I'd rather see more of him, but I do think he's valuable, so I do like him. So, but this guy is clutch. 1 and 1, I think, is a perfect number because you have that blocker ability, as well as now you have that Shine Gray ability from BT2. He makes all your memory Marcuses live because he taps all your memory Marcuses, gains you a whole bunch of memory, and minuses more DP for. So you like every Marcus, every one of these Marcuses on the field makes his minus 7,000, which is nuts. Minus 7,000. Jessmon, that's one of the ones I won. I won against Jessmon. Was one of the ones I faced. So that was kind of a cool matchup. Mirror match, Jessmon, and for the life of me, I can't remember the third match. So it's all good. But yeah, and then so the Marcuses, you gotta have 4. I like having the 2 TKs because if I'm missing a piece and I can play this guy for free off of either this or Sunrise Buster, then I can add, you know, sometimes I was having problems in some games drawing my high end, right? Having problems getting my level 5s or my level 6s. So I could get up to like my level 5, but then I couldn't, you know, push with a Shine Gray for game advantage, which was unfortunate. So TKs help you get stuff in your stack because you're always putting stuff in your stack. So I think that that's super important. He works really well because then you can attack with these Marcuses if you have to. And if they die, you're not losing your memory tamer because you still got the TK on board. And sometimes it's even good to just play a TK when you're at 3 or 2 and put your opponent to 1 or 2 memory. And then set up your plays for next turn because, again, you're going to be getting something you need from your stack, especially with the Geo Gray playing your Tamer. Once you go Geo Gray, you know what's in your stack. So if there's something you need out of your stack, you can go, okay, I'm going to play TK, get that. Now I have my hand. So I really do like that, and it's really fun. It also makes it great with Yellow Mem Boost. I'm playing 1 Mem Boost. I think that I don't like putting Tamers at the bottom of the deck, so I think 1 is a really good number. It comes up in security. It comes up when searching, so that's really good. And, you know, and it's mostly a yellow deck. So the only targets I can't take are Agumon X-Antibody. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Agumon X-Antibody, 2 copies of that. So it just made more sense that yellow over red Mem Boost. And then, you know, we got the 1 Sunrise Buster, MVP, really good card. I was going to play a Shining Burst, but I think this card is better. It just has synergy with the deck and playing your Tamers, getting multiple DP reductions, and it only costs 5, so that's really nice. And then, of course, 2 Burst modes, 1 Shine Gray Ruin mode. Both of them came up. Obviously, Burst mode more, but the Ruin mode came in clutch in 1 game, so that was kind of cool. And then, yeah, the Shine Gray 4,000 minus 4,000 DP, that was awesome. I was able to kill a Death Xmon with that guy and wipe my opponent's board. So some really cool plays. So yeah, so that's it. That's the deck. And this is why I'm going to be I think I'm going to be running the same deck next regionals on November 4th, unless I'm testing something that I really, really like and find that I'm having a good time with it. But I'm probably going to take this again to the November 4th and maybe even the November 12th. We'll see, because we're not going to have BT 14 before the next 2 regionals. So we won't get to actually use BT 14 until Ultimate Cups in December, which is kind of weird that they didn't plan out at least 1 regionals for North America in the late November so people could try out BT 14. But it is what it is. Came in 106th, yeah, 106th place, which is my best riding ever. So I really enjoyed this. I didn't get thrashed like I did with Royal Knights last time. This is the deck I should have played last time, but I was afraid of the mirror matches. But you just gotta not worry about that kind of stuff, and that's just living and learning. But anyways, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think this is worthwhile? What do you think of the deck list? Do you think I could do better? And what do you think about my top 128 placing? Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.